Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We are gonna jump into a recent recipe that I made, but I've put a twist on it. I'm using high protein ingredients to get the macros up there. And I've been meal prepping it lately and I'm really enjoying it. It's a beef stroganoff. That's delicious. Let's get into it. All right, so getting into the first part of our recipe here, we need to sear the meat. And we got our garlic, our green onion, and our beef broth here to get this rocking and rolling here. So first step is we are gonna slice up some of our onion. And we just wanna focus on the whites here, the tips. We can save the greens for garnish later, but right now we just wanna get the white onion in there. So get a skillet going, get some oil in there. And what I like to do is, actually I use my Crock-Pot. My Crock-Pot has a sear feature. We're gonna throw our onion in there. All right, we just wanna turn that around, get a little brown on that going. Get that all spun up there. Then you wanna add in a heaping spoonful of some minced garlic. If you're gonna use fresh garlic, maybe 3 or 4 cloves smashed. And then I've been using these country spare ribs instead of a leaner meat. I like these a lot. I like slow cooking them. So this is gonna be a Crock-Pot meal prep for beef stroganoff. So we need to get a nice sear on all this meat. So traditionally, I would say most beef stroganoff is cut into thin strips. This is gonna break down pretty easily. So I'm actually just gonna try and cut it up into little smaller portions here. Gonna get that in the Crock-Pot as well, because it's all just gonna break down. Now you can just sear it in your pan, your normal fry pan or whatever you need to do, and then just transfer it to your Crock-Pot. All right, so just keep turning and making sure we're getting a nice brown on these. Salt, pepper here. All right, at this point in time, we are gonna add in our bone broth. 1 cup of beef bone broth. And that'll slow things down a bit. We're gonna set this back to Crock-Pot low. Mine can go up to 12 hours, so I would suggest that. And I'll readjust in the morning. But we wanna have a 24-hour cook on this puppy. And that's it. See you guys in 24 hours. Welcome back. We are here on day 2. The meat has been cooking on low for about 24 hours. Our first step here is we want to add in egg noodles. So I measured out about 100 grams. It's going to go into 5 bowls. I like to keep the carbs a little bit light on my lunches. We're going to throw that in. Next thing, 1/3 cup of red cooking wine, a tablespoon or 2 of Dijon mustard, a couple teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce. Everything's in. Mix in the egg noodles a little bit, get them all underneath the liquid. I like doing my beef stroganoff this way instead of cooking my noodles separately. All that is sitting here on low and we're waiting for our noodles to get a little soft. I have a couple broccoli crowns here. I have the remaining green onions. I got parsley and I got mushrooms. Let's get started on the mushrooms. And a lot of people like to wash their mushrooms. I actually don't because I feel like they get a little too slimy for me. Cut them big. We're gonna throw them into this bowl here. You can use canned mushroom. I just prefer, fresh. And I prefer a certain type of cut. I prefer the chunky style, big cuts. I add a lot of mushrooms for flavor. We got white mushrooms and then we got some baby bells. And last one. Let's go ahead and add these in. I don't like to add cream. I actually like to add non-fat Greek yogurt. We're gonna add in a little bit less than a full cup. Non-fat Greek yogurt's going in, about 2/3 cup. I wanna stir this up a little bit. Get that yogurt in there. While that is simmering down, we're gonna start getting our broccoli ready for our meal preps. So we have our broccoli crowns here. Let's give them a rinse. We're looking good, It's already starting to thicken up a little bit on its own. I'm gonna add in a little bit of flour. Probably about 4 tablespoons or so, just to thicken it up a little bit. Let's stir in the flour. It's looking really good, smelling great. Let's get back on our broccoli here. If any of them look a little bit too big, just cut them up a little bit here. Get the florets down to size. Usually I just microwave my meal prep for about 5 minutes. I don't really I roast the broccoli, but I don't always. In this particular case, I'm not going to. I'm just gonna get it out into each container here off to the side. And I'm gonna let the beef stroganoff do all the cooking for me when we microwave it. Just try and get it even as possible between the 5. Getting that little bit of extra fiber is what we want here. At this point in time, I am shutting down the crock pot. We are all good. We just mixed everything in. I am gonna test the flavor here. See how we're looking on that front. Delicious. It needs salt and pepper, and that's it. Salt, not too much. Last thing is we're gonna use this green onion that we had left over and the parsley to get it looking good. And I got a generous amount of parsley left over from another meal. Quite a few stems. You want to make sure you chop this pretty dang fine here. We want to add a generous amount of this to the crock pot already. Get that stem out of here. And stir that in. Looks fantastic, wow. Oh yeah, that's delicious. Let's start getting this portioned out as best we can evenly into our 5 bowls. Of course, if you want to, you can separate the different elements, measure, and try and get everything perfect. I just really try and eyeball it as best I can. Okay, and I end up using like the same spoon for all of them. The country ribs are pretty high in fat. You can substitute a more lean beef or something like that you want to keep as lean as possible, but I just prefer the crock-pot recipe. The crock-pot recipe is great, and the country spare ribs from Aldi are phenomenal for that. Looks ridiculous. We got our base in each. Now we're ready to start topping them off a little bit more. I do have to let these guys cool, but we're gonna put a little more parsley and onion on them. Gonna do a little bit more pepper on top. And last one. And there you have it, guys. My beef stroganoff meal prep. If you like mushrooms, you like slow cooked beef, it's delicious. The broccoli really adds an extra oomph of fiber to it, and it's really, really good and creamy. Look at that. I mean, you really can't beat that. It looks so good. 5 days of lunches. Macros are 826 calories, 59 grams of fat, 24 grams of carbs, and 62 grams of protein. I gotta try it. Let me get a fork. Especially with the parsley, and the onion. Wow. And that 24-hour cook just makes the meat just melt in your mouth. It's so good. Anyway, that's it. This is my high protein beef stroganoff. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hey, thanks so much for tuning in, y'all. Last episode, we talked about 10,000 steps every day. The next step I would recommend would be trying to get your heart rate up. And what you're looking for is a 130 to 140, kind of a butter zone, okay? That's really when you get your body into a fat burning state. You can do incline treadmill, obviously incrementally increased incline. So I'm talking like 1 month, you go to like a 3 degrees or whatever, 3 setting on whatever treadmill you have. Work your way up to like a 15, slowly. Give yourself some time, give yourself some grace to get there. But ultimately, you wanna get to a point where you can start like with a 5-minute warm up and then do a 25, 30-minute high incline walk. Now, if you notice that your heart rate is going above 140, either reduce the angle or reduce the speed. You don't need to go fast. I typically will do a 15 incline on a speed 3. I can still hold a conversation. Now I work my way up to that because like your ankles and stuff, as we get older, your ankles and your knees and stuff might feel a little weird. I actually had some weird shin pain when I first started. My shin started to bother me. So I brought it back a little bit and did a few weeks at a lesser angle and got to a point where it was just a breeze. You'll notice too that you start sweating a lot in that particular butter zone, the 130 to 140. You can also do elliptical. Elliptical is really good for full body. It's a little trickier because you have to control the speed as opposed to you dialing it in on the treadmill. So if you notice that your heart rate's getting above 140, you should really dial back your pace a little bit and go a little slower on the elliptical. But those are the 2 things that I recommend you do next because it just burns fat. Burns visceral fat, it's great. Hopefully this helps. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the beef stroganoff, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.